So Complex released this list of theirs that everybody's raving about. It's called the 2024 Hip Hop Media Power Ranking. Oh, it even sounds powerful. So this is obviously the people in media, specifically hip hop media, that are, pushing the culture, pushing the news, spreading things, covering things, uncovering things, having conversations around hip hop, just pretty much carrying that hip hop flag. So we're gonna go through it. Not gonna take too much time, but we're just gonna go through the names, see the names. I've seen the list, so I can tell you now. Academics is number one. Big Ack, he came out number one, which is very dope, man. I was very happy for him because Academics is somebody I watch, somebody that inspired me to start my own streaming journey. So shout out to him. It's great to see him acknowledged, and from his days on the daily struggle, and doing his war in Chirac, all of that shit. So dope. All right, cool. Let's go through the list. Let's see. We're not gonna read all of that. Sorry. Gabe P, my nigga from On the Radar. Dope, definitely. A place to showcase, talent. You discover new people. You hear dope freestyles. Niggas, Blackie was on there. Focalistic was on there. So it's Nasty C, of course. Fucking Nasty C's one. I think it's got like 1 million views. So that's really dope. Shout out to Gabe P. 25. That's a sweet spot. I mean, he wasn't ranked last year, so that's pretty dope for him to come through the list. Shout out to Gabe P. Shout out to On the Radar. All right. Number 24, Ashan Jawade. I don't know who that is. He's from Kids Take Over. Okay, known for refreshing, unproblematic content about rappers. Okay, interesting. I'll check him out. Cool. Shout out to him. Jason Lee. All right, cool. Hollywood Unlocked. The nigga from Hollywood Unlocked. That's dope. Yeah, I mean, he was working with Kanye at the time, and then Kanye fired him. But yeah, no, that's interesting. That's really dope. Shout out to Jason Lee. I like his platform because his platform, it's like a dual platform because it's also it's like a page and it's also like a podcast. So I like that. Shout out to Jason Lee. 22, Adam 22 with a 22. You know what? I saw this one and people were like, Adam 22, what the fuck? The nigga's so controversial. I think they should have put. Okay, but they're putting people. They're not putting platforms. Okay, so they're putting people because I was gonna say they should have put Jumper instead, but then I realized they're putting figures. It's not the platforms. So okay, I guess then they gotta put Adam 22. But definitely you can't leave Adam 22 out of this list. If it comes to hip hop, even though he does his own side missions that are questionable, but when it comes to hip hop, he really documents. One of XXXTentacion's first interviews was on No Jump. He's had so many rappers' first interview. You know what I mean? So especially the new age rap and all of that. So shout out to Adam. They definitely had to make the list. So that's dope. 21 Van Layton. I don't know him apart from him shouting at Kanye. That's the only thing I know about Van Layton, but shout out. 20 Trap Law Ross. How crazy is that? He's not even from America, eh? He's not even from America. How crazy is that? But definitely his documentaries are too. It's like true crime mashed with the hip hop world, and it's just like mind fucks. Fucking out like 3-4 hours documentaries. This nigga does extensive research. Fucking just like incredible. So definitely shout out to Trap Lore at 20. That's a sweet spot. That's a W. 19 Adeska. I mean, she works with Apple, so but yeah, she works with Apple, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? But yeah, she's on the Nadeska show. Yeah, rap, and she's on rap life. Is she on Ebro in the morning? She's on Ebro in the morning, right? Nadeska's on Ebro in the morning. Can't remember, but I think so. All right, that's cool. Shout out. At least they got a female. 19 is good. 18 Sway. That's dope. That's pretty dope. I fucks with Sway. I mean, Sway is a legend, so you can't not have the legends. But yeah, at 18, they should have put the legends woman in the 20s because really, Sway hasn't really gotten like that piece of content, that has been viral or whatever. Obviously, he's a legend. His platform's a legend, but but it's cool. Shout out. 17, Angela Yee. All right, cool. I mean, she's got her great podcast, which is really dope. And she's got her own radio show that's syndicated. So yeah, I fucks with Angela. Every time I'm watching The Breakfast Club and they say the intro and he said, "What up? This is DJ Envy," and then he says just hilarious, but I always say it's Angela Yee, because it's just so ingrained in my mind that it's Angela Yee. But yeah, shout out to Ange. That's dope. 16 Big Boy. Dope. Damn, niggas got a weird head. You know, Big Boy, I'm sure Big Boy is mad because Big Boy actually lost weight the natural way, you know, and I only found this out like, I don't know, maybe like a year or a few months ago that Big Boy was actually like fucking massive, like huge. He was so big. I guess that's where his name from. And now he's lost so much weight. And why I'm saying is mad is just because like he lost weight the natural, normal way. Whereas these celebrities are out here injecting themselves with the Ozempic. Few months, they, you know, the weight is gone. So he must be furious. It's like, damn. But yeah, no, shout out to Big Boy. I love Big Boy TV, the neighborhood. The last one we watched was DJ Mustard. It was dope. It was dope. Like his personality, he's so funny. He asks such he asks such funny questions. He makes such funny. Yeah, man. Big Boy is hilarious. Shout out, man. Angie Martinez, nice. I fucks with Angie. Her show is also a legend show, and she's got that warm, you know, motherly feel to it. I don't know. Maybe it's because she got big breasts, but she just got that warmness to it. You know, I like Angie. Shout out to Angie. And she's a legend as well. Obviously, also a legend. So yeah, 14 bootleg Kev. All right. You know what? I mean, he got that young boy interview, you know, when other niggas didn't get that young boy interview. So I won't disrespect him. So yeah, shout out bootleg. And he's definitely gotten some great interviews on his podcast. So yeah. No. 14. Okay. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's a cool W. Ryan Mall, never watched them a day in my life. I don't lie. I know they were on Joe Budden, then they had their own thing. I've never watched them. I hear the name, I see the name, but I don't know. Their personality has just never stuck to me or their show. But maybe do. Who knows? But yeah, shout out to them. 12, Lil Yachty and Mitch. Okay. All right. I mean, you guys know I love Yachty. You guys know I love Lil Yachty. I love a safe space. We just covered it a few streams ago. But I mean, I don't know. It seems like, I mean, yeah. I mean, they have great conversations and stuff like that. But they seem just so new that, you know, that to already be named in this list, you know, because they only have like, I think they've only done like 20 episodes or less, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And to already be on the complex. It's like, I mean, it's great, it's dope, you know, but it's also giving connection vibes, you know. But shout out to my boys, man. 11 Noriega, Nore for sure. No, definitely Drink Champs, legendary. They had the legendary Kanye interview, you know, ×2 that they had. Oh man, come on, definitely. Shout out to Noriega. 10 Hardwar. Wow, that was someone I didn't expect, but definitely also a legend. And yeah, his shit is just crazy, man. Nardwar should just be, you know, he's the real Feds. He's the real Feds. But no, shout out. Definitely. Nardwar's the one. Killian Wallow, sometimes I like their show, sometimes I don't like it. You know what I mean? I feel like these niggas, they're so preachy. Every time you watch the podcast, $1 million worth of game, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't even know how to explain it. You know, I just get this, they just so preachy, you know. They just like always like to, yeah, you're that young nigga, bro. Yeah, and I knew you was doing some shit before other niggas knew you were doing some shit, and you the type of it's just, you know, it's like they like to speak on behalf of the guest, and they like to make weird assumptions, and they like to just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I watch it sometimes, but it's just sometimes just seems too crazy, man. But shout out to them. Number 9, that's a sweet spot. Shout out. Anthony Fantano, don't know who he is. I'm pretty sure I've seen one of his videos or two. The Needle Drop. Okay. In-depth YouTube reviews and snarky but informed commentary. Ah, okay. Anthony Fantano. If he's at 8, damn, he's top 10. He must be that guy. I'll check him out. Ebro in the morning, for sure. I mean, come on. Ebro is a definition of like a khutman. You know, he's a definition of a gatekeeper, you know, because he works with Apple, he works on his show, he works on radio. So he's got a lot of hands and a lot of pockets, and he's got a lot of pull and a lot of power. So, you know, it's obviously you'd make a list like this, you know. But shout out to Ebro. Also him. Sometimes it's a love-hate relationship because sometimes he just say shit out of his ass, and sometimes he'd be giving good gems, you know. But man, also is he like a brand ambassador? I don't know if anyone is going to watch this and knows. Is he like a brand ambassador or part owner of Stussy? Because when you watch his show, it's like he always has on Stussy, either a shirt or a hat and a shirt, or a shirt with a hat or a hat shirt, you know. But he's always got on Stussy. So how crazy is that? But he's never like plugged it, like say, hey, go cop some Stussy, you know. Interesting. All right, cool. Number 6, we got DJ Vlad. Definitely, you gotta have Vlad. Vlad, you gotta have. He's had. Come on, he solved the Tupac thing, didn't he? Solve the Tupac murder. He had that nigga who came and spilled all the tea. So Vlad for sure. Even though niggas say he's the feds and all of that. Vladimir. What's his name though? Interesting. Did they say his name? Okay, nah. All right, cool. No, shout out to Vlad. I love his shows. His interviews and stuff. 5, Elliot Wilson. Not one of my favorite characters. I don't really know much about him. I just know he likes to go on Twitter and cry about things. But yeah, shout out to him. Number 5, is pretty dope. 4, Charlemagne. Definitely. Charlemagne. Yeah, I mean, hip hop, not all things hip hop though, because he doesn't only speak about hip hop, but yeah, mainly he's also in the hip hop space. But yeah, I mean, I'll give it to him. Obviously, he's representing the Breakfast Club, so yeah, but not him on his own, but him representing the Breakfast Club for sure. All right, cool. Number 4, that's a dope one. Number 3, we got Kai Cenat. Nah, this one for me was an L. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I never hate on Kai. Kai is that nigga is doing his shit. But for me, it just seems like, dude, Kai, like, let's go back to the name of the list is Media Power Ranking, Hip Hop Media Power Ranking. Bro, Kai Cenat ain't here. Like, yeah, sure, you'll have a few rappers here and there, but like most of the times he's doing so many things out of hip hop, He's doing pranks, he's doing, I don't know, man, reactions, he's doing, I don't know, but to put him in the hip hop space, I feel like he's an all rounder stream, and hip hop is like one of his least topics that he focuses on, if we're being honest, But yeah, I mean, that's dope. That's dope. He's the biggest streamer in the world, I guess. So definitely has got to be on the list because Complex got to get some eyeballs. So yeah, shout out. And number 2, we got JB. If a nigga hating, call him Joe Budden. It's so crazy. I went from hating Joe Budden because of his whole beef with the Migos to like watching him every Wednesday, man. Because every Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, the JBP podcast is on. So I love it, man. It's one of the best podcasts. It's like, it's grown folk talk, It's like, if you want to hear niggas pushing 40 talking about some real shit, you gotta watch the Joe Budden podcast. Niggas will put you on game. Sometimes they be talking out of their ass, but it's always, most of the time, it's game. And different personalities that got on there, Ish, Ice, Flip, and then they got Melissa Parks behind. And yeah, so his podcast is definitely come a long way. It's a legendary podcast for sure. And that's pretty dope. I'm happy with that. Shout out to my nigga, Joe Budden. And number 1, we got the GOAT, Big Ack. Oh man, incredible. Nah, definitely, he deserves it. It's like Academics is that nigga. Academics has covered in the last 5 years. That's like from when I started watching him. Academics has covered every single topic that has to do with hip hop. So to see him here, that the nigga is pushed and is right. So yeah, I'm very happy, man. Shout out to Big Ack. All right, let's move on. Bust, I told that baby go. Bust.